Hello and welcome to tutorial 2. In this tutorial I'll be showing you how to add and break up your page into various columns to allow you to make different layouts and different formats for your web pages. So let's get started and go to Pages, and hovering over Pages we're going to select All Pages. Then we're going to navigate to My New Web Page, which is the one we created in the previous tutorial. Once your page comes forward, you need to select the option to use Page Builder. That's this large blue button on the left hand side. Then you'll see the screen changes here and allows you to create columns and divide the page up. Now the first thing you need to be aware of here is that the full width container, which is this one, you need to pull that down, click, hold down and drag that into this center section here. The reason for this is that this is the box that's going to make everything responsive. So anything that goes in here now will respond to various screen sizes of tablets, mobile phones, laptops, etc. Now this column is a full width container, which basically means it goes all the way from left to right and uses all the space that's available to it. Now obviously you might want to put images on the left or a map on the right or whatever setup you want to use. So the beauty of the Fusion Builder is that it will allow you to create any combination of these fractions of the page. As long as whatever you're using adds up to a whole container, you can use any combination you like. For example, if I want to make a 3-column system, I can do it using a quarter column, a half column, and again another quarter column. There we go, it's as easy as that. If you wish to change the column sizes, let's say the first column needs to be wider, the center column doesn't need to be as wide, then that's relatively simple. You have to take the largest amount first, the one you want to make smaller, and click minus. And you'll see now the fractions have changed to 2/5. You can then go back to your first column and make that wider. And that's now gone up to 1/3. So you can use any combination of these. If you make it too wide, you'll see it drops down automatically onto the next line because there isn't room. If you wish to go back again, simply click minus. Now, this is the edit button for the container. Don't worry too much about that because you'll probably not be using it. It's just so you have some idea what you're doing. This is the container. It's not something you're likely to need to edit. This, however, is one of the most popular buttons on the system. This is the clone element, which basically means if I wish to put a text block in here, I will drag down the text editor and pop it in the window. If I'm going to make 3 separate columns all with text in, I'm going to have 3 columns and each one's going to have a separate text editor in it. So instead of doing the job 3 times, I'm going to go back now and delete this one and delete this one. And you'll see here I've still got my 1/3. I'm then going to change up here from column options to builder elements. And then I'm going to find text block, drag it down and drop it in the window. Now you can see, click here to change this text. Because I want 3 columns, I'm now going to clone this. So once and twice. And as you can see, I've now got the 3. You can save an awful lot of time by doing this, especially if you need to put, for example, this separator element here, which I'm pulling down now. This will allow you in pixels, oops, I missed, let's try again. This will allow you in pixels to add a blank space in between various things. So you may want text and then a bit of a gap, and then you may want an image, for example. This will allow you quite simply under margin top and margin bottom here to add in pixels, for example 40 pixels. You can play around with the measurements on this to whatever you like. Now this will add 40 pixels of space, and that is it. If I click save, that's done. You can see now I don't have it here and I don't have it here. So if I want it again, I can simply click twice here, get 2 duplicates, and then I can drag these duplicates over to where I want them to appear. Now, you see this one? This one has fallen outside the box containing column. If that happens, it's very easily done. Just simply drag it back up and put it where you want it. There we go. It's where it needs to be. Now, you have a title tag, which is one of the most important things on your page. All pages must have at least a H1 title tag. That basically describes the content that's on the page. If your system or your web page doesn't automatically create this for you, you may have page title activated on your theme, depending on how Aztec have designed it. But if not, you have H1 to H6. They are the smaller the H number, as in H1, the larger the text. So they work backwards. But they are all various sizes of text and colors, and they are automatically set in the theme settings. So Aztec should already have done this for you. But if you want to put a title tag on the page, you can simply pull it down, drop it wherever you want it to go, right at the top of the page there, for example. And then when you click on the edit button, you'll see it's a H1 tag. You can choose from the drop down. You type in your text, doesn't matter what you put in there, and you save. And that's it. That's your page title completed. If you wish to edit the text box, simply click on the edit element again, and it's exactly the same. You'll be greeted by the Microsoft Word text editor. Be aware that this toggle toolbar here will turn the bottom row off. So if you're only seeing one row, you need to click this. As you can see, only one row. And then once more, and row 2 is back. Right, let's close that. For the most part, it will be spacers, titles, text, and images. So we're going to do images in the next video, and I'll show you how to do a rollover and save that. So all done for now, and click on update, and you can visit your front end and view the changes you've made. Remember to refresh the page or use F5.